burning in your spirit, welling deep inside. You got a beast inside. I know it's hard to tame it, it's harder to explain it. Can't even get a picture, no matter how you frame it. There's so much pressure with all these external stresses, and they try to test you. Gotta push them through the feeling, even though your mind is reeling. The power's deep inside and leads you if you were willing. Got the power. Can you feel the power? This is the hour to release your power. Got the power.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Power Shut Up podcast. Now, I shared with you all last week that we are coming to the close of season 2. So this is the next to the last episode for season 2. So we're really excited to bring this to a close because we have some changes and fun things we'll be doing to start season 3, which is always a fun time. So I'm excited, but I'm sad at the same time because it's coming to a close. But we never disappoint with having some amazing guests, so I can't wait to introduce you. But before we get started, let's say happy birthday to all of those who are celebrating, not just today, but any day of this month. Happy birthday, because you all know how I am about celebrating. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't need a big reason to celebrate. So happy birthday. I'd also like to say happy anniversary to those who are celebrating love. If this is your month for your wedding anniversary or you found love, whatever it is, if you got a newborn, there's love. So happy anniversary for all of those wonderful things, and congratulations. Congratulations to anyone who's starting a new business. As tonight you'll see about new projects. So anything that you are doing, congratulations, keep going. Let's show them how it's done. And I also wanted to send out a prayer to those. We know that there are some trying times right now. And, I myself have gone through some things, and I want to remain aware that there are people that are still struggling, still going through things. So I'm sending out a prayer to them that we will get through this, and let's continue to work together. Of course, my mission is always to work on our communication and make sure we're able to communicate and understand and listen to one another. But everybody has their own mission. And I say, keep going, pushing through, and we'll be just fine. So I wanted to make sure that you all like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment. Please engage. We love when you all have questions, when you have comments. So please continue to join in with us and have a good time. So tonight I'm excited because we are introducing a new project. And I always like when new projects come around because why not? It's something that you can either share with someone else or it's something that might be directly related to you. Before we do that, though, y'all know that I like to share some awareness days in the month that we're in. So since we're in the month of June, I wanted to give you a few awareness days that you can mark on your calendar. It might be too late because we're already into June, but if not, you can mark it so that next year you'll be ready. So I wanted to give you a little insight that'll take us all the way up to, I believe, Father's Day, which is how we're going to end this whole season. But I didn't know if you all knew this, but June 1st is Say Something Nice Day. I didn't know that. Not that we shouldn't be saying something nice every day, but why not say a little extra something nice? So mark that on your calendar because it ain't nothing wrong with that. So Say Something Nice Day is June 1st. We missed that. I hope you still said something nice, but if not, make note. It's also National Billboard Day. I'm going to keep that in my pocket. I might be able to do something with that. June 3rd is World Bicycle Day. Now, I'm just saying that's important to me because it's been probably a year since we got on our bike, but me and my husband took a ride. and it was different, but it was needed. We were a little early we were a little late because that was on the 3rd. But I want to encourage you because actually it was motivating to me. So World Bicycle Day is on June 3rd. So if no other day, on June 3rd, get those bicycles out and get out there and do some exercise. Now, June 4th, which was yesterday, is National Cheese Day. So there's your reason to get your cheese pizza or nibble on some cheese or whatever it is. But you got your own day for National Cheese Day. And today, which is the 5th, we are celebrating National Start Over Day.
Woo.
I thought that was pretty cool. It can be every day, but how about on National Start Over Day, we start a new project that we're going to be talking about, okay? And World Environment Day. So that's a good one. Keep that in mind. June 6th takes us to, and I think you all know this one. I don't know if I should be saying this after saying World Bicycle Day, but National Donut Day is tomorrow. So if you haven't done your cheat day yet, take it tomorrow. And it's National Fish and Chip Day as well. So there you have it. There's a balance there. June 7th is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. I'm feeling a little guilty again, but there's a reason. And June 8th, which of course this is every day for those of us, especially mothers. We're going to be talking about that today. But June 8th is National Children's Day. And I thought I knew that one, but I kind of forgot. I think that's because everything is good day. June 10th is, now this is my reminder to us because this is also National Men's Health Week between the 9th and the 15th, which is very, very, very important. Not just for the men, but on June 10th is called National Call Your Doctor Day. So a lot of times we forget to do what we need to do. We need to make those calls. So if you forget, you can put this on your calendar. And nationally speaking, it's Call Your Doctor Day on June 10th. So it's just a reminder that we need to take care of ourselves. So just keep that in mind. And I also wanted to, I know sometimes we get these headaches and we don't pay any attention to them. They could be signs of all kinds of things, but they do have a National Headache Awareness Week, which is June 1st through the 7th, which we're in right now. So if you're feeling a little strange, just go check it out and call the doctor a little sooner than the 10th. Just call and see what's going on. Nothing wrong with that. So I wanted to just share those with you. When we come back next week, we'll have some that'll take us through the end of the month before we say goodbye for season 3. But tonight, I wanted to first welcome all of our guests to the stream. Thank you for joining. Lisa Keys, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Nick D, thank you so much. She says, good evening, everyone. His Divine Appointment is in the house, and she says, good evening, all. Thank you all so much for joining. Empowering Perspectives is here, and they are always in the chat. Please make sure you connect with them. I really appreciate them supporting the podcast, and we have some good conversation in there, great engagement. And I'll also give you a little information about the community that they've been building. They have some wonderful, wonderful podcasts and platforms. So I will share that with you before we leave here. Lisa Keys said brand new mercies every day. So yes, let's get started. His Divine Appointment said, we here. They are always here. I so appreciate them. So I'm going to they're going to kind of be my co-host for tonight because we have a great project that's coming up the pike, and it's around moms, but I think this is really cool and really special. So I'm going to actually pass this over to Sharon Parker, who's going to do the introductions and share with you all of this amazing information that we have about a new project that she's launching. So Sharon, I'm going to let you take it away. And she is not new to the platform. So I always say for those who aren't new, I'm not serving them anymore. They can go to the refrigerator all by themselves. So Sharon, take it away.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you again, always for supporting what we do here at American Mothers. You know, all the stuff you have done for me over the years. I love the podcast, The Power of Shut Up. But we're not shutting up tonight. We're going to act up tonight. We're not shutting up. So I'm going to throw a little joke out there, and y'all may get this, but don't laugh too much because it's not about Joyce. You know, Cat Williams say, right, when he says, okay, I'm going to go out there and find out what's going on with the Illuminatis, and I'm gonna come back and run back and tell y'all. I'm running back and coming and tell y'all, right? I had no idea what that little joke meant. I just thought it was the funniest thing on the planet Earth. But I just want to start off by saying, guys, I do appreciate you for being here. Joyce, Stevens, I do appreciate you for giving up your time to come on the show to talk a little bit about what we've been doing in American Mothers. And it's going to lead up to this project right now. But guys, I just want to give you a little background here. If you've never heard about American Mothers, I don't know why, okay? Because there are 85 million moms strong across the country. And it was established, I want to say back in 1935, right, Joyce? With Sarah Roosevelt, Eleanor Roosevelt's sister in New York City. And guys, they are still going strong, recognizing mothers all over the country. Mother of the Year, they used to do Young Mother of the Year, Mother of Achievements. And I've just been blessed to be able to get exposed to the organization from two powerful people in the community. One person, her name was Virginia E. Hayes Williams, who is no longer with us, but she was the 2007 Virginia Mother of the Year. Somehow she connected with Barbara Talley, who was the 2012 Mother of the Year. And Barbara Talley said, Sharon, you got to get exposed to this organization. You're doing some wonderful things. Get involved. Well, I got involved back in 2012, and something Lisa said earlier, and she knows, I think, in the power of 5 numbers. The 5 that she mentioned at the beginning of the show, which was to start over, and the 10 was, to call your doctor. That's what it's all about. Moms, start over. And if you need to call a doctor, do it, because we've been doing a lot of work for years behind the scenes, in our businesses, in our communities. And a lot of times we don't want to go notice because we're so busy multitasking all the time. But that time is up. So I'm going to share with you, Joyce is the national president for the American Mothers Organization. We just celebrated our 90th convention. Joyce was blessed to be in Puerto Rico for the 90th convention. But Joyce, I believe you started American Mothers in 2012 as well, didn't you?
I did. I could name you 5 powerful women right now that were from 2012, and you and I started this whole thing. But
Awesome.
Yes, I was in 2012.
So that's the synergy here, guys. That's the synergy. We came in at the same time and everything. And on the national board, I am currently what they call the Area 5 coordinator. Now, could that be a coincidence that I'm an Area 5 coordinator? I don't believe anything is a coincidence, right? But what that means is that it was my job, and it is my job, to do outreach to moms in Maryland, DC, Virginia, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and say, hey, moms, get exposed to American Mothers, nominate a Mother of the Year in your prospective states, and just, shine a spotlight on some deserving moms who really, and all your moms are deserving, but those who are really, really, overcoming challenges, constantly keeping their family intact, working in the community, and just adding value to, life, to people in life, human beings, period. So that was and is my duty. So last year, and I like to brag about this, during Black History Month, everybody know me for my passion with African American history and culture and how we are to outreach to everyone to educate them about our history. Well, last year on February 15th, we held our first tri-state affair at the National Press Club. And Joyce was able to come. Some of the other board members like Yolanda Perez was there. Karen Williams were there. Emily Brooks was there. A lot of the mothers who were in the, the current region, the DMV, and some even from Delaware came in, and they just hugged on one another. We shared our platforms and we told our story. I had shared with Joyce and the board that I wanted to do one for the southern states as well before my term ends, which was 2 years and it's ending this June. But I wanted to share with the southern states, how we are giving back to mothers. So Lisa's going to be sharing something soon, but I want to just bring Joyce in for a little bit. Joyce, you have worked on some phenomenal projects at American Mothers, and those are our service projects. I could tell you them, but I know you're going to bring them. You're going to bring them full circle. Let the audience know what American Mothers work on when it comes to their projects that they work on.
Well, our programs and our projects, it's a whole plethora of things. It starts with like the Mother of the Year recognition. That's the big one, and that term is trademarked. American Mothers has that, and we, like Sharon says, we recognize and honor the moms. But there's so much more to it because of the service projects, and we give out Golden Rule grants. Sarah Delano Roosevelt created the first Mothers Committee, which turned into us as American Mothers under the Golden Rule. And I think you all know what that is, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. So we give Golden Rule grants to other nonprofits that benefit mothers and children and families. And that's just so rewarding because we ourselves can't do it all. So we join with others, and the Mothers of the Year will suggest or bring in and other nonprofits that they are very close to, and we try our best to help them too. But we all know how volunteering and doing service work and community being involved in your small communities is so helpful, and it takes a village. You can't be alone, you can't be an island. It just takes all of us. And I grew up that way, I guess, just being involved in our little community. It fulfills your life. It makes you happier. It does me. It advances you in your career and it's actually healthy, because your heart's healthy when you're happy, So I really have raised my children that way, and I'm so proud of them. They're community leaders, and this being a national president is pretty. I love it. I've just never ever would have dreamed ever to become, do this, but it's because we have so many great moms, and moms are doers, they just do it. And it just works so well together. And just getting to know Sharon better in the last few years. I know she was there in 2012. I remember, but just these last, 12 years, 13 years, it's just, you have this bond. And here she's from Maryland. I live in Nebraska. You see the green. I'm kind of in a foresty area here. And just women, Yolanda from Puerto Rico, and all the women from all over the country. And Sharon, you mentioned some of the others that came to DC last year. Yeah. Oh, I'll hop a plane anytime in Omaha, Nebraska and fly to DC. That's easy. That's great. And Emily's from North Dakota, and we have Minnesota, and this year's National Mother of the Year is from California. So we're really looking forward to traveling out there to spend time with her too. But Sharon, with her Area 5, that Eastern states there, she's just done a phenomenal job of connecting moms. There's 6 areas. So there's 6 area coordinators that work with our programs to connect with all these moms across the country. I kind of started out as an area coordinator too. And I had 11 states right down the center from, Minnesota, North Dakota, and all the way down to Texas and Oklahoma and all those in between, and did a little travel. And it gives you a chance to see the world in other mothers' eyes. And
absolutely,
our mission is, to inspire and connect, educate, help, just support each other. And it's just such a wonderful organization.
It really is. And Joyce is modest because she does so much. I told her I've never seen a person of her caliber be so engaging on the board, to keep us informed, to hold meetings on time, to take notes. I mean, any document we need done, she is on it. I call her the ultimate mom.
Oh, I'm getting red. You're embarrassing me.
Honestly, I call her the ultimate mom project manager because I've just never seen someone so hands-on like she is. Now, when I say she's modest, she managed with the board a program called the Mom to Mom podcast. She managed the Mom to Mom speaker series, where moms from around the country get to come on for an hour and tell their story. She managed the 5th grade essay contest, where 5th graders write to their mom what they mean to them. What do their mom mean to them? And not only that, Power 5 again, y'all, that 5th grader. And this has been going on for years. Schools in the 5th grade has been writing to their moms, telling them what they mean to them. And we select a national winner and we bring them to the convention, and his or her, essay is read to the whole board and our guests, and also on social media. She's also modest because she also leads the United Nations. We go to the United Nations every year and we speak on behalf of mothers globally. And Cannell Brennan, who's the chair of that and everything, is, runs that program, but Joyce is the national president. So she has to make sure that we all informed about what's going on.
Sharon, we have fabulous chair people for all these committees.
And we do. But I just wanted to share how much Joyce managed. How much she managed from a project manager's perspective behind the scenes. And she has another whole organization all on her own, where she does fundraising for. What do you do in your community, Joyce?
Well, thrifting has become so popular because of the landfills filling up, and we started a thrift store, a community thrift store, and it's just doing fabulously. All donated, all volunteers, and then all the money goes back to the community. And we've just been open a couple years and given away about $500,000. And we're small. I'm from a small community, grew up on a farm. Talk about managing. I lived with 6 brothers, so I had to be on guard at all times. But we're in a very small community, and this thrift store is in a town the size of like 740 people is all, and so wow. It's a big deal. It's really cool. We've spread out to, anyway, that's one of my community things, but Sharon's too kind. We do have a great board, and we have great women volunteer to help.
Absolutely. So, Lisa?
Yes.
The project.
Let's talk about it. Did you want to kick off?
Y'all ready? Y'all ready out there for the project?
And I did want to share this before we share the video, and then we'll move from there because there's a flyer and things that are going on. But Sharon's also modest as well. But I want to thank Sharon because she actually introduced me to American Mothers Inc. And so I was a part of the organization, was still a part of the organization, and the many projects that we've done have not just highlighted it was deeper than just moms. Mm-hmm. We actually, had projects where we had to focus in on what moms' issues were, and they mm-hmm. change from year to year and season to season. And I love the fact that it blends areas all over the world. So it's not, even though we're meeting here in the DMV, Sharon was always going somewhere else. It's been all over the place. And Maria Thorpe, all of the people who are part of the America's Inc. over with the group that I'm with, they have been connecting and growing. And I love to see that. A lot of times I feel like moms think that we're all alone in this, and sometimes we're a little isolated. And this kind of reminds me, and being a part of the organization reminded me that no, there's some moms that are going through the same thing. Yes. And we're starting to connect and get together. So I love what American Mothers Inc. is doing. So I thank you both for all of your hard work and what's to come. So tonight we get to see some more of what's to come. So I'm going to actually give you all a little taste. So we're going to run this video, and then Sharon, we're going to talk about it. So let's start. We'll start with yours, and then we can run the other one when you're ready. But here we go. Okay. Hold on tight. Don't y'all leave. Hold on.
Parker, and I am known as the Leading Within Strategist. Welcome, American mothers, moms, your families, and your friends. Guys, have you ever heard of the words multitask, overwhelmed, delegate, leadership voice, team management, time management? Well, I have many times have heard of these words over the last 25 years in my field of a public servant.
It's time to tell your story. Are you ready? Set. Let's go. Contact Sharon Parker for more information.
Wow, Lisa, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna just tell you, I mean, you all know me, you know how my introverted mind works. Okay. When I get up in the morning, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning, and a vision comes to me or idea comes to me, I do not take it for granted. I will write it down. I will act on it. I will implement on it because it came to me for a reason. For those who don't know me, I'm a federal employee, have been working with the federal government. Next year will be 40 years.
Wow.
In the last 25 years, I've been a project manager. And project management helped me come out of my shyness, if you will, as an introvert, to be able to lead successful projects because I know it was a need for people to come together and work together. So project management helped me do that. I don't only do it for American mothers, I do it for Rosa, I do it for Blacks in Government, I do it for Lisa's platforms whenever she asks me to come on. I do it for so many other initiatives because I believe if you got skills and talent, why not use them for the betterment of society? If you can inspire someone to love themselves a little bit more, why not encourage them to step into a skill set that may help them grow on whatever they're doing? So I'm just lucky to be the Area 5 coordinator for American Mothers, to have outreach to moms. And I hope y'all understand this. Moms all over the country, right, are the ones who get up in the morning and say, you know, they don't even say about what their task is. They just instinctively do it. They don't think about it. So they've been doing project management for years, just not knowing that it was project management. So with that being said, thanks, Ms. Lavinia, for joining. I'm glad you're here. So to say that, I just want you all to know that I applaud every mother, every dad that's helping the mom, every person that has a child out there that have to raise them to be the best person that they can be. So this idea, PM, project management, so you would think it's PM. But I said, no, let's inspire some moms to tell their story. How do you, in these days and time, say, I want to reach across the nation and inspire moms to tell their story? But I said, I wonder if they can do it in 2 minutes.
Wow.
I wonder if they can tell their story, leave a positive message in 2 minutes. And I was like, I'm going to put it to the test. Okay. I am going to go and I'm going to brand this platform called Pitch Mom. I'm going to get the boys okay to use, the platform for my upcoming event that's going to be held in Jacksonville, Florida on June 4th. I want to thank Dr. Hattie Washington for agreeing to host it there. We got a lot to talk about when it comes to Dr. Hattie. If y'all don't know her, wow. Just go online to Dr. Hattie and everything about her will pop up. But you'll learn more about her later. But I just want to share with you all that the Pitch Mom went out. I sent an email to National. I did an outreach to the members in my region for the Area 5. And I said, guys, can you all do it? Can you do it? And guess who was the first person to do it? That's right. No other than our national president, Joyce Stevens. He was the first one to pitch her story. She's like, Sharon, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to say. I said, Joyce, you've been taking Toastmasters. I'm going to give you a few directions, but you got this. And she knocked it out of the park. Then it went from Joyce And then it went to Gail Crowder, who did it, and then it went to Charlotte Carter, who did it, and then it was also Skylar Nickerson, who did it. And these people are from Maryland, D.C., South Dakota. Then it went to Dr. Frances Ann Bailey doing it from Virginia. And we even got a council member person doing it as well. And she's from Hawaii. And all of that is being showed over there on the American Mothers Community Group, not the page, the community group. So go look up, not now, after the interview.
After the show, after the show.
After the show. Go look up American Mothers Community Group. Someone will let you in. We would love for y'all to become a member. It's easy. Go to www.americanmothers.org, become a member, get involved. Believe me, you will not be disappointed. On May 10th when was Mother's Day? May what? May 10th or May what? When was Mother's Day? 14th? Well, on Mother's Day, the official nomination process opened up for 2026 Mother of the Year from around the country. So you can go to the website, you can nominate a mom, and no matter where you live, you can nominate a mom from around the country to be a 2026 Mother of the Year for their state. But of course, it has to be, vetted in the sense of the chapters who have an association or a chapter will review the nominees, make a selection, and we'll just notify who the winner is per state. But the point here is, guys, we launched Pitch Mom last Friday, and we're having interviews come in from all over the country. What better time to do that than now? Moms have so much, I'm sure they want to share about what is going on in their life, who they are, and who they can help that may be going through some of the same things that they may be going through. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because on, again, June 14th, we're going to be in Jacksonville, Florida at Dr. Hattie's home. It's a private event. So for those who are in the area, feel free to, contact me. We're going to be showing the videos there. Dr. Hattie's going to be, having her book there, Driven to Success. Believe me, you want to get that book. You want to read chapter 9, Mentoring Mothers and Dads. Read chapter 9 in her book. But she'll be talking a little bit about her book at the event. But what we're going to be doing is celebrating moms. And again, Alabama, it's going to be Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. And we're going to even throw West Virginia in there as well. So feel free, if your mom's in that area, shoot me an email if you want to come out to this private affair. We want you to become a member. We want you to nominate a mom. But most importantly, we want you to get to meet some of the powerful women that has been on American Mothers, been on the board, been in the chapters, been in the associations, working hard to shine the light on moms. So Joyce, I'm gonna, I can go. So I would love for you to give the audience a little bit more information. When you were in Puerto Rico for the 90th convention, help them, see how moms came together when you all were in Puerto Rico this past April.
Oh, it's this way every year at a convention. Like Sharon said, this was our 90th. American Mothers started in 1935, naming Mothers of the Year and a national mother. Unfortunately, COVID, we didn't have in person, but we still had a couple virtual conventions. One was a hybrid we were in a studio, and then we came back and had 3 really great conventions since then. And it's just so hard to explain. It's just the whole atmosphere and everybody, they come, anybody who's been there, whether they've been named a mother or not, the Mother of the Year or not, they just, because of course it's more than just that. It's their families and it's all members and it's all friends that come, and just, we have a lot of speakers and inspirational things going on, and it's a love fest. It's just unbelievable. They go away from there like, this is it. This is what I've been looking for my whole life, to feel like I really can belong to something that there's so many of us. Everybody has a mom. Everybody is a mom, has a mom, married to a mom. It's just the greatest thing in the world. And like I said, if people haven't heard about it, it's kind of crazy. Why haven't you heard about us? But we're a nonprofit, so we have to stay within our means. And of course, you know, we ask for funds and the fundraising and stuff to help us do what we do, but with those connections. But Puerto Rico I was just looking at photos today, and there was a photographer that sent me one of these little, I call it a junk drive, over 3,000 pictures.
Wow.
And it just was so much fun going through that. I was editing, and there were a lot of doubles and a lot that weren't great, but you know, but I still had, there's over 1,000 that were just great that I've got in a link that I just have been sharing slowly, you know, with everybody, and picking up some that we can put on social media and stuff. Everybody's got such great smiles, and you haven't met these women before in your life, but Oregon is there with Utah, with Georgia, with, you know, whatever. They're just it's so wonderful.
Absolutely. So Joyce, we also did something special. We named a 2025 National Mother of the Year.
Yep, which is done. Her name is Jocelyn Skelton. Gosh, I have Janessa. Janessa Philippi from Minnesota was the 2024. And then we just named the 2025. And so Jocelyn's from California. And she was so shocked. She was just she came up there and she talked for 6 straight minutes, and she cried every bit of the way, every step of the way. And it was just, she was like blubbering, crying. Her husband was standing beside her and talking about how as a young mom in college and how she just felt like such a failure and never, ever in her life would dreamt that she would be representing mothers in the whole country. And she's a mom. She's nothing that is, you know, with all these titles or all these different, you know, businesses and this and that. She just has just done everything, just a mom, you know, and she had some trials with her kids, and with one with a heart problem and many surgeries, and just how she carried herself and touched people,
Yeah.
you know. And there's a group, kind of a secret little group that goes, well, you know, of course, goes through all the portfolios through the last few months, and then just at convention and moseying around. And yeah, she was chosen. And we do that at the gala on Saturday night. It's a really big thing and really a big, happy time.
Awesome. So Lisa, is it okay for me to give a gift?
Absolutely. You know, we do gifts over here.
All right. So for the first person who's not currently a member at American Mothers, I don't care where you are in the country, if you can type in the chat what PM mean for this project that we're working on, I am going to give you a free year membership to American Mothers. If you're not currently a member of American Mothers, and I don't care where you are from around the country, if you can type in the PM, if you've been listening, if you saw that video, if you can type in what PM means, you would get a free 1-year membership. Now you got to renew yourself every year after that, but I'm giving you the first year free. So guys, like I say, get ready, set, go. And while y'all are thinking of what PM means, Lisa, I want to share, we're going to share the video hopefully next of the person who made her, you know, presentation. I don't want to give any hints. Made her presentation. I'm going to give them a minute to try to see if they remember what PM means. But we're going to share that next. And then Joyce, you know, it's going to kind of, you know, piggyback on Joyce sharing who the National Mother of the Year is for this year. Guys, I can't stress enough. We're not in this alone. I know families are going through a lot. I shared with Lisa that being a federal employee, I had no idea what my future was going to hold about 3-4 months ago. And I had to really do some strategic moves, okay, to make sure that I was keeping my sanity in place and everything while we were going through the trials and tribulations. And anyone who knows an introvert, when we don't feel right, what do? We step back. We get quiet. We don't go out. We just like, oh Lord, let's just wait till everything is over before we come back out there. That's me. I can be an introvert, an extrovert all day long. But when it's really hurting other people, I get my feelings all into it. I need to, woosah, because I don't like families. I don't like households to be going through trials and tribulations. I don't want to, this is not political, but I'm just saying, I'm a mom. I'm a grandma. I know how hard it was for me to raise my girls growing up. If I did not find a job, I couldn't feed my family. I couldn't have shelter over their head. I couldn't pay for their medical bills. I couldn't get them into programs to keep them out of trouble. I couldn't do this because, I didn't have a job. So I had to find a way to find a skill set so that I was able to take care of my family and everything. And I was able to do that. So I am praying for all of the moms out here who need someone to say, I'm here with you. I know what you're going through. I'm going through it right now myself. The fact that we're doing this event in Jacksonville, Florida, y'all heard of Helena, the hurricane out there. You've seen the tornadoes out there. You've seen all kind of catastrophes happening on the southern part of our states and everything. And people are still building up from that. So just know that we see you, moms. We hear you from around the country, moms. And we just want you to be able to tell your 2-minute story on who you are. What does mom mean to you? What inspirational words you can give, even though we know you're going through challenges, but what inspiration can you give to other moms who may be going through some of the same things that you're going through now or have gone through in the past? And if, we're looking for good stuff too. So if you came through it and you want to share some inspirational messages, share that as well. Guys, you can always contact me on 202-365-8277. And I'll tell you, what we need to do for the actual video. But we're looking for American Mothers members in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. That's our target, but we're opening it up to everyone. We're just targeting those moms because that's my Area 5 region. So it's right here, Pitch Mom. So for those who didn't remember that, you done missed out on a free membership. The PM stands for Pitch Mom. You are pitching your mom power message. That's all you're doing it. And you're doing it in 2 minutes, and you're going to send it to me, and we're going to post it on our social media platforms, and we're going to share what it really means to, tell your story. So with that being said, Lisa, could you bring up our National Mother of the Year Pitch Mom video?
Sure.
And y'all can have a sample on what to do.
That's right. This will show you and give you a leeway into what we're looking for. So here you go.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Skelton, your 2025 National Mother of the Year, I guess representing the nation and my beautiful state of California, where I am a mom of 4 daughters, a wife, a storyteller, a fundraiser, and a woman who occasionally forgets why she walked into a room. When I think about a mom legacy, I used to picture a woman who had it all together. Mastering schedules, bento box lunches, and Pinterest-worthy birthdays. But that's not the legacy I'm leaving. It's not perfection, it's perseverance. It's showing up when you're running on no sleep, duct taping together your hope, and saying, we've got this, even when you don't believe it yet. It's messy hair, forgetting if you actually brushed your teeth before school drop-off, and hoping no one notices you're wearing yesterday's yoga pants again, even though you definitely don't do yoga. My legacy is built in imperfection, the kind that forgets permission slips, burns the cookies, and sometimes hides in the bathroom for 5 minutes of quiet, possibly 10. It's also the kind that shows up over and over again in hospital rooms, therapy appointments, for my kids and for myself, bedtime stories, and hard conversations. One of the hardest obstacles I faced was learning how to mother through fear. Fear of losing a child, fear of failing them. I've wrestled with anxiety, depression, and the fear that I wasn't enough. But I realized something. Bravery doesn't mean you aren't scared. It means you keep loving anyway. The most perfect moms are the imperfect ones, the ones who keep showing up, loving hard, and doing the best they can with what they've got. So if you're a mom who feels like you're barely holding it together, congratulations, you're doing it right. 2 things I want other moms to remember. Laugh loudly and often. Even if the laundry's winning and dinner is just cereal with a side of resilience, humor is a survival skill. Number 2, you're allowed to fall apart, as long as you give yourself permission to get back up. This isn't about raising perfect children. It's about raising loved, seen, and supported humans and letting them see that you are human too. You don't have to be a perfect mom. You just have to be a present one. That's my legacy, and I'm proud of every imperfect second of it. Thanks, you guys.
Isn't that amazing?
That was awesome.
She's so sweet.
Isn't
Yeah.
that amazing? And I just want y'all to know I gave her a little pass because she's the National Mother of the Year. She did go a little bit over 2 minutes, but she got a pass.
All right, she got it in there though. She did. That was
It
wonderful.
took me 4 times to keep it under.
But for those who want to keep it at 2 minutes, you know, you can do it. I had one lady who did it in 1 minute and 35 seconds, and she was a councilwoman. I'm like, wait a minute, how did you do that? And she was on it. So I can't wait. And that's going to be showed over there on the American Mothers community page as well. So definitely look for that. But Lisa, I just want to, again, just share with all of the guests here tonight. If you're moms, if you're a grandmom, guys, it's your time. It's no better time right now than to tell your story. Your voice needs to be heard nationwide. Your cause needs to be heard nationwide. We are all in this together, and we're going to love on one another. We're going to celebrate one another. We're going to have fun while we're telling our legacy story. So I'm just going to, pause right there. But Joyce, I want to ask you another question. You, as you already said, it doesn't bother you at all to get on a plane and travel somewhere just because you're supporting American mothers. We know you did your video, but we're going to kind of put you on the spot because we know you can do this. In 2 minutes, what does mom mean? What does it mean to you to be a mother? And what's your story in 2 minutes?
Being a mother, to me, every single mom in the world knows exactly what being a mother is like. We're just all on a different scope. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I mentioned I grew up on a farm, Northeast Nebraska, 6 brothers. Thank God I had a little sister to take care of also at that, but grew up with unbelievable work ethics. I had no choice. It was my mom needed me. It was all the things to do on the farm. My brothers were my friends. We lived way out in the country. Yes, I did go to school and things like that. But that's my background, was just the work ethics. And when I got married and had our own children, I also had a career in pharmacy, but I did stay home when my kids were really little, and we just did the same thing. I was a leader in everything that the kids were part of, the horse club, the 4-H, the choir director, just all these things that your kids did, because that's just the way you're supposed to. I didn't know any other way. Of course, that's what being a mom meant. It wasn't going to work and coming home and sitting and doing the ironing and go to bed, you had to be, I think they had to be active. I had to be active with what they had to be active in. And we hung out with the parents who had the same thinking, the same, background as us, that it's just the way we grew up. And so being a mom is being a mom and just your kid there. That's your life, your husband and your kids. I have 10 grandchildren now. And when you talk about love, Lisa, you said it's the day of love or this month. Our oldest granddaughter's been married 4 years and she has a new baby now. So we are great. I don't know how that's possible when I'm only 40 years old, but anyway, I don't know. I'm not timing myself. So
but you did it. You started at 7:48 and it's 7:50. You did it. Lisa.
Oh.
I'm putting you on the spot. What is your mom's story?
Oh, wow. So in 2 minutes, let me see. I mean, being a mom has been the most rewarding experience of my life. And I say that because, and yeah, we all, for the most part, we dream about either taking care of someone or, it's just kind of nurturing to always, even if it was a younger brother or sister or whatever, you just kind of move and take care, make sure everybody's good. And it can be overwhelming at times, but me becoming a mom, really, it changed me. In so many ways, because my experience is very different. And my daughter entered my life while I was actually in college. And so we were friends at that age. Now, as she got a little older, it was like, okay, I'm not that mom that wants to be best friends because I'm mom. But I love to be in a position to be able to help her to grow, to be the woman that she's supposed to be. And what was most rewarding in being a mom was watching her become mom to my grandson. And when I watched her step into that position, I can't tell you how powerful that was for me. It reminded me and let me know that, okay, well, you did some things right. You didn't do them all right, but she was listening. I always tell people when I'm having this conversation about being a mom is that you don't find out till later on that they actually did listen to some of the things that you told them to do, because you never really know until you watch them in full form as moms. So yes, I have loved being a mom, and you actually get rewarded extra when the grandbabies come. So being a Gigi has now become the best experience of mom behavior, because you actually get to mom them and then you get to give them back.
I love it. You did it, Lisa. You did it in 2 minutes.
Congratulations.
I love it, love it, love it. All right, guys. So I'm going to be fair. I'm going to put me to the test. If I'm asking you to do it, I got to be able to do it well myself, right?
I'm timing you.
Time it, Lisa. Okay, guys. So I'm a country mom. I was born in Southern Maryland, Coward County, and I was a mom who was a single family. I'm a single mother who had to raise 4 girls, all on my own. I'm a mom that is passionate about the next generation, because I know, because of my mistakes as being a mom, I missed out on a lot of opportunities. I wasn't able to get into a lot of programs until I lucked up and decided that it was going to be up to me to take care of my children, and I could not depend on anyone else. So I'm an advocate for I'm a mom advocate for the next generation, because I feel that if you don't raise your babies up right from the beginning, they are going to lose out on opportunities. They're not going to have confidence in themselves. They're going to put themselves at risk because of the fact that there's so many things out here drawing them down the wrong path. So as a project manager, as a PM, a pitch mom, my job is to always inspire other moms to help their children love themselves unconditionally while they're getting an education, while they're protecting themselves, while they're becoming moms themselves, and so that they can do it for their children, because our next generation, we are depending on them, and it starts in the home with moms. So I'm a mom, a single family mom, that a single mom that really, really, really wants to inspire the next generation of moms to look out for their children 24/7 by inspiring them.
You did it. You did it. Congratulations. This has been absolutely amazing. I want to thank you, Sharon and Joyce, for joining me on the Power Shut Up podcast. We're going to remind everybody. So what we're going to do is going to take a commercial break just to let you all know real quick, a minute to tell you what the Power Shut Up is all about and what you have to look forward to for season 3. And then we're going to come back and they're going to let us know how to keep in touch with them, follow them on these wonderful projects. If you want to join AmericanMothers.org, I'll put the email up there. The website up there again. So we'll be right back. And then they're going to let you know how you can stay connected, because that's what it's all about. We don't make just introductions. We continue to connect. So we'll be right back in just a minute. Don't you go nowhere. Hold tight.
Is your family struggling to communicate? Do misunderstandings and arguments seem to be the norm? This fall, discover a new way to connect with the ones you love on the Power of Shut Up podcast. Join us as we explore the incredible power of listening and the art of effective communication. Each episode brings expert insights, real-life stories, and practical tips to help families like yours build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Learn how to truly hear each other, express yourselves with kindness, and create a harmonious home environment. It's time to transform your family's communication dynamics and find peace in the power of silence. Tune into the Power of Shut Up podcast this fall, because sometimes the best way to speak is to simply listen. Available on all streaming platforms. Don't miss out.
So thank you all so much for being a part of season 2 and helping us to bring this to a close in a wonderful way and highlighting moms. And please let everybody know where they can find you so that they can continue the connection. Joyce, did you want to let us know where we can find you?
Well, the easiest is just AmericanMothers.org. Or if you want to email me, that's pretty easy to remember. It's president@AmericanMothers.org. So I could give you phone numbers. I can give you addresses. You could fly into Omaha. I'll pick you up. But we don't need to do that.
Thank you so much. And Sharon.
And yes, guys, I'm Sharon _leading_ with M on Instagram. That is my preferred outlet, but always feel free to contact me at Sharon@themakingofyou.org or ccparker123@aol.com. Call me directly anytime. Moms, call me directly anytime. It's 202-365-8277. Again, Dr. Hattie, I want to thank you for hosting our event on June 14th in Jacksonville, Florida. Look forward to bringing out moms from around the country to just collaborate. Lisa, thank you, my love, for always opening up your platform for us and shining the spotlight on us. You're awesome. You're just awesome. Joyce, I know you got to go to another board meeting, but I just want to thank you for giving up.
This is open to all members, all people. It's in 3 minutes. You probably got an email this morning with the link. So quickly look at it from American Mothers.
Absolutely. I do want to give a shout out to our DC chapter here. And I want to give a shout out to our association, Maria Thorpe, who's the president for American Mothers in the Maryland chapter. And also Betty, what's Dr. Betty's last name?
Lancaster Short.
Lancaster, she's the president for the DC chapter. Guys, just know that we are not, by a long shot, not paying attention to all the great work you're doing. Keep up the great work. We appreciate all the members. Guys, renew your membership, but most importantly, guys, nominate a mother for 2026 Mother of the Year from all over the country.
Thank you all so much. And we will see you for the last show next week it's all about the dads. Sharon, this has motivated me. Your 2-minute video is motivating me to do something special for the dads next week, but we're going to surprise you. So you all please tune into the last show. But thank you all so much. We appreciate you. And we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Have a good one.
Bye, everyone.
It's children with pain and roots. It's children with pain and